Okay, there we go. Should be live now. Okay, there we go. All right. Excuse me, Flash. Move your flash. Come on, move. There you go, buddy. I haven't played this game in months, so we're right near the end of the game, though.
A producer is milling about with the crews tonight. He's capturing raw footage for his next street production of Slammed and Stretched. Rip it up, and you're in for sure.
Why does that sound like an adult movie, Slammed and
I went
Stretched?
straight from the streets for us looking around. You know they're gonna film the winner, so make sure you're first. Reps from Street Racing Unleashed just told everyone they got a spot for the next winner in their video. You get this, you got it made.
Oh, dang, I forgot how intense the rumble was. Oh, dude, that is crazy. Let's check my other cars out. Let's see what we got. An Escalade. I have an Escalade? A pink Escalade. Oh, I tried to build a Joker car, didn't I? A Supra that I have no money in. Well, actually, no, I think I have, like, performance in it, but, like... Oh, it's like, it's got full performance mods, but it's like a sleeper car. Gotta save a billion times. I'm gonna try to move the microphone out of my field of vision there a little bit. Hey, Flash, be a good boy, okay? Be a good boy, Flashy. No biting your brother today. You chonk. Kromen Flammen. Could it be more German? Oh wait, let's go to the speed shop first. I call this the Why So Serious. Why so serious? Oh, dang, this thing needs brakes. The brakes are terrible. This thing needs brake pads. Probably rotors, too. Calipers, definitely. This thing just, like... It's got those things in this, like, bumper, and it reminds me, the front bumper reminds me of the front man of Disturbed a little bit. He's got, like, that, you know, like... He's got those things. And, like, his, like... What is it, like... Stage 3. Let's see if this thing's even worth it, like the amount of money I just put into this car. I doubt it will be worth it, but it's probably going to be like super fast. The Joker car here. Weight reduction and brakes. Cuts. Oh, this thing actually stops now. Okay. There's a race all the way out there? Yes, I want to go there, wherever that is. I want to go to outer space, game. Take me. Take me to the race. There's a race there? Oh, dude, the map was supposed to be there. What do you bet that they forgot? What do you bet that the original map was supposed to be more left and they forgot? They totally forgot to remove that from the game's code. That was cut. That was a cut content area. For sure it was. We had to turn off the music because of copyright and, you know, and all that. I'm not a big enough streamer to collab with somebody for the music, but like, if I was big enough, I'd want the homie Groovy Kaiju to do the music for the stream, because he's got some really awesome lo-fi hip-hop and like jazz and stuff and like some really cool beats. And I think that would totally slap streaming this game with his music. I think that he would really nail that vibe too. Don't run over the chick in the middle of the road. Okay. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Oh. This is what SUV races end up. It's just like 3 big trucks fighting over who can pass. Like, to Valhalla. I feel like you're driving in the Mad Max game, really you do. Except the car's slower. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I almost lost it there. There's a lot of drafting. Because these trucks have big motors, but they're also very heavy. And so they're not as quick as the little Honda Civics and the Ford Focus and whatnot. Ooh. And there's a lot of ramming, a lot of looking behind you. Oh. Oh. I got the turbo boost, but this thing needs like more power. Oh. Like this thing's just got kind of a dead zone in one of the gears. I got it in automatic transmission mode because this truck's already hard enough to drive. But like in 3rd gear, you just got that little dead zone. Ah. Gran Turismo, this ain't. Ooh. Why so serious? Oh, it's starting to rain, too? How am I 11 seconds ahead of the guy in 4th? Like, are they really that bad? And I'm hitting the walls and not even using nitrous, because the nitrous doesn't even work that great in this truck. I have no insurance. How is it raining inside the tunnel? That's what I want to know. I didn't notice that as a kid. It was like literally raining inside the tunnel too, which is like statistically impossible. Or not statistically, but you know, physically impossible. I've noticed that the rain is like coming at you at an angle, which is kind of cool. Oh, dude, the rain is like kind of only falling on your car. And the road. The road's wet. Oh, they didn't have the physics to make it rain everywhere. It's just the road's covered in water and it's like raining on your car. But like only from your point of view. That's kind of cool. You know what I just noticed? The wipers on this car don't work at all. How am I driving in the rain with no windshield wipers? How am I driving in the rain with no windshield wipers? I want to know. The road is always wet in this game for some reason. Like there's like usually not dry road. It's like always kind of shiny and wet. Well, even when it is dry, it's shiny. And you can't sell your cars if you like hate one of your cars and you spend a bunch of money on it. It's like the only part of the game where there's really any dirt is right here in the industrial district. The one time it actually pays to have a truck. It's time to make some money. Let's see how this does against Honda Civics. I bet it does terrible. How am I in first place already? This thing's a big, slow truck. Ooh, brake. Ooh. It's like I've been kind of shadow banned or something. Like, I can't get my homies to watch my streams because they don't even know where I'm going to be on. Even though I do it in advance, they don't get notified. No, Mr. Honda, I expect you to crash. Wait, here's a shortcut. I'm gonna take the boardwalk. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna pull through the gas station there. This is one of the harder tracks in the game, I think. There's like so many spots you can just crash. Ooh. Whoa, Cadillac. This thing's like big and heavy, but it's like real fast. Once it finally gets up there, like once I put all the performance upgrades on this thing's gonna be like pretty mean. I mean, the handling, it's okay. You use this in circuit races just so you can bully the other cars, pretty much. There's no way to make the game harder. It just has one difficulty. That was cool, though. That was a big jump. Oh, it's raining. Take this path here. Ah! I hit some trash cans. Because of course I did. I'm not even a big enough YouTube channel to have bots. There's no bots on here watching me. I'm not even big enough for them to do that. This thing's like. Just go through this smelting area. It's like a steel mill, I think. Yeah, let's just take a nice little detour to the steel mill there. Ooh. This is the Need for Speed I played a lot as a kid, though. I was like, I want to say I was like 13 or 14, maybe 12 when this came out. I can't remember. It was like 2005. Well, I think I was like 15 or 14 when this came out. I was in middle school. I was like 7th grade, I think, when this came out. I spent 12 hours playing this the first day I had the game. Like, I was playing this till I could, like, had a headache.
Hey man, you're the hottest thing to hit the streets in a long time. The latest round of contracts have come in, and I pitched the losers. Just sign at the bottom when you're ready.
Three different drift races. Still in 3,100. 14 plus. One drag, one sprint, one street X. Bill Stein, a drift, a drag, and a circuit race, but you get 31.75, $3,225 per sponsor race. You get 7,000 per URL victory, and you get $13,000 right now. So it's like 6,000, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6. Hold on, we got to do the math. Got to do the math here. Okay. 32.25 plus 32.25 plus 32.25. That's $9,675 plus the $13,000, $22,000. That's the best deal. Flash. Okay. So we did the best deal here. So we have sponsored races, the X's. So we get a sprint, a street X, and a drag race. Because I did the math with the calculator on my phone here, and with the money they gave us for signing, we got a $13,000 sign-on bonus plus $32.25 per sponsor race, and it's like almost $10,000 for the 3 sponsor races. But the other sponsor guys, the other sponsorship companies give you like another $1,000 sign-on bonus, but you end up losing some of the money though. Oh, this is one of those ones that's not on the map. The secret events. $4 grand. All right. I'm going to do it in first person, I think. That'd be kind of cool. Don't run over the lady. Oh, wait, train. Boss the train. Whoa. That's not good. Not good. Trains. Oh. Oh, whoa. Ah! Totaled. I'm overdoing it. Just got to tap. I think I was overdoing the steering there. What? You gotta be kidding me, bro. I was gonna win. That's why I hate the train yard one. It's like the one of the worst drag races in the game, especially if you're doing an Escalade, like I'm doing. Come on, Flash. You big chunk. You sit here, Chunky. There you go, Chunk. Chunky, chunky, chunky blue. Yeah, that's what I did wrong. It's like right there. Whoa, this thing gets loose. This car gets way too loose. That's the problem. It just kind of... I'm gonna have to update the tuning on this thing. I'm gonna have to tighten up the handling a lot. So it's got 492 foot-pounds of torque, 506 horsepower at 6,400 RPM.
Yo, it's like this. Suspension controls how your ride reacts to changes in terrain and sideways forces like cornering. The suspension components work like a team and must be tuned together for them to work properly. A general tuning guideline is to adjust your sway bars, then your shocks, followed by your springs.
Hard, 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 low, low.
Your competition's gonna be coming at you strong, so you're gonna... Hey, yo, man, you want to cut through the air quicker and grip the road tighter, right? The faster you go, the more front and rear downforce will be created. That downforce of air equals more grip, because your ride's getting pushed down onto the road. Yeah, you heard it right. Try it out and see. Your ride's grip and stopping power can be gauged by the quality of your... Yo, listen here. Your electronic control... You're in the right place now, bro. Turbo slam more air into your engine. Nitrous oxide. We're going B-I-G big. This here bottled up nitrous gas gives your ride a temporary boost of...
15.25 ain't bad. Who's a vleggie, 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 vleg. Big blue kitten. The game's like, would you like to save 1,000,000 times? Yeah, you make your noise because I pet you too much? You want to be petted exactly 3 times, Flashies? Okay. Come on, baby. Nope. Let's try that again. Maybe I have it set up way too firm. Okay, trying to ram that other car was a mistake. This car is like, what did I do? I made this car worse. I wonder if I can get through this just one race and then go back and like loosen everything back up. Come on. Beat that guy. I can't let off. I have to like fully commit to it, I think. I don't know why I decided to do this with an Escalade. I just think that it's kind of cool. I swear, every time I try to, like one time I did this back in the day, and I totaled all the other racers, and I just was able to just do it however I wanted. Yeah, this thing needs some kind of tuning. I tuned it too much. Or maybe not enough.
Yo, what's up, son? Yo, I got some action for you, man. Now, I have this shit point in place, man, but it's somewhere in the Coal Harbor West area. Yo, the crew tells me it's some easy picking, so I'll give you a shot if I hear any more. Yeah, man, peace.
Let's add more power. That'll fix the problem. Flashy, can you move, sir? Just a little bit, sir. There, I got something underneath my foot on the bed. I think it's a crumb from my Subway sandwich. There you go. See? Just lay there, next to me. And your brother, who's back there. The little chocolate man. Chocolate bat. See, that's the solution, right? Bolt on more power. And then go to the dyno. And then hopefully the car drives good. Five point six seven to 5.67 seconds to 60, 14.30 seconds to 100, 207 miles an hour. My guy. I think I'm going to go with that. Tighten up the rear sway bar a little bit. Yeah, the SUV races are hard. Flashy, flashy, flash. Big blue man, flash. What you doing? Somebody messed up their spelling and had to like go into Microsoft Paint and fix that loading screen. Look at it. Where was that drag race I was doing that I kept losing at? It's somewhere around here in the industrial park. I know that. What? There's got to be, where's that hidden drag race? It was somewhere down here, wasn't it? And I guess I was a little bit too handsy with the steering wheel there. I'm going to let off the throttle. This is the one drag race, like, part of the game that I hate. The train yard, like it's kind of cool, but it's also, like, terrible at the same time. Because in a big truck like this, and then you have to, like, let off every time you... Yep. Even though I got this thing, I did all the stuff I could to make the handling better. It's just this one track where you have to... I think the best route is the left route. Like, okay, right. Okay, left. One over. And wrecked. Come on. You can get through there. It's just this. This might actually be time to get out the 240. I gotta see that replay of the... no, it's not to the replay. It would have been funny to see that, like, 350Z just cram into me, though. I know. Escalade. Fastest car. It's actually the fastest car in drag racing besides the Skyline. It's just one of the hardest cars to race in drag. Because it likes to do that. It likes to kind of get out away from you. I think if I just hit the brakes a little bit when it starts to fishtail, but then I might lose the race. The Escalade's the fastest, but I can't remember if it's the Navigator or the Hummer that handles better. Oh, man. I swear, this is like Elden Ring. Just, I live, I die again. How was that total the car, dude? That barely even scratched. Okay, one more try here. Hopefully, one more try. I'm not going to give up, because I'm... That's really annoying. Yeah, apparently the SUV is the worst at this type of drag race, like than the train yard. Oh, great. You guys are going to do your lick, lick, bite fight again? Are we going to do our lick, lick, biting, you guys? It's when the two cats are like, lick, lick, lick. Uh-oh. The first yelp out in pain. You two. Whoa. Then the squeak. And then one of them jumps off the bed and runs away. What? 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 Let's watch that again. Okay, I gotta get a clip of this with my QuickTime player, because this is nuts. Okay, I'm gonna go to my computer. We gotta get a... Wait, where is it? File... Okay. Oh, my bad. I stepped on the mic cable. But, I was actually doing pretty good. I think it was my second place, and then... That's crazy. They all wrecked. I forget how to do it. I think it's... How do I get the green bar off? I don't know. Sorry about that. I was trying to... Let's watch the if you guys didn't see the replay, we'll see it. Watch. So this part in the race, about 23 seconds in, and it's like... Again. Like, look at that. One more time. That's glorious. I'm sorry for the ringing. I accidentally stepped on the mic cable while I was on the computer trying to figure out how to grab a piece of the stream while I was live using QuickTime. I couldn't figure it out. I got so much on my mind I forget how to use QuickTime, and sometimes I forget some of the OBS settings. I have to Google them. Fucking train yard, man. Dude, 3 of them crashed that time. The train yard is quite possibly, I think, one of the most irritating tracks in the game, probably. See, like, the problem is, you slow down. I think I need to go right. It's just like, I need to get an external hard drive for like editing videos. Okay, finally this terrible drag race, I'm finished. That is just probably one of the worst tracks in the game when you get one at the train yard. It's cool, but I mean a lot of streamers and a lot of pro gamers would probably have the same problem I have. You can set up your car super tight, and usually it'll be alright. Let's do a nice palette cleanser race, like a drift race or something. This was right before Need for Speed Most Wanted came out. Most Wanted had amazing cops and a little bit of tuner culture, but not as much tuner culture, like not as deep customization. And then after Carbon, you know, after Most Wanted Carbon. Sorry, my brain sometimes when I get tired, I'm not getting enough sleep, and I think I gotta eat better or something too. It's this time of year, the winter time. Wait, I'm gonna change the settings here. Because I think it works better if you play the drift races in manual. Because you can just stay in 3rd gear. I guess the trick is to just... It's a video game. Don't care about the transmission at all. And then you're going to turn it back to automatic unless you want to do another drift race. Because I like playing in manual mode only in certain times. On cruising, yeah. Cruising a little bit. It's fun. But some of these races are really irritating. So... There's a sucker born every minute, Lord. I just remember that song though too, by Helmet. It's not the same. The game has a great ambiance, but with the music, when you're playing it by yourself, it's just chef's kiss. It's just great. That's what it was like in the 2000s. If you play this game with the music on, that's what it was like. Like the vibe. Even better if you're playing this on a CRT television with RCA cables, red, white, and yellow, on a PS2, GameCube, or Xbox, and you got a Mountain Dew Code Red and some Doritos, and you're listening to Queens of the Stone Age, like in this game. Keep on playing our favorite song. Turn it up when I am down. In my head and you're in my head. Like that's the vibe. I think I bought that album as a teenager just because of this game. And like that album is honestly, Lullabies to Paralyze is one of my favorite albums. Even all these years later, I'm in my 30s now. I still listen to Lullabies to Paralyze, and I still listen to all the other Queens of the Stone Age records, like Era Vulgaris is really great. Trying to think of that other one. It's really Songs for the Deaf. That's a good album too. Songs of the Deaf has a bunch of songs they did with David Grohl, the Foo Fighters. They teamed up, and then they also did a super group where it's like Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, David Grohl, and like Trent Reznor. They had a super group called Them Crooked Vultures that put out one album. It's pretty good. Really good album. I actually found it at Goodwill for $3 on CD in perfect condition. Can you believe it? And then I burned it into my computer. Into iTunes. I regret not picking up that Trans-Siberian Orchestra record for like $1 at Goodwill. It was like $2 for like that Russian orchestra Christmas music. It was like do 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 do. I'd listen to that. It'd be cool if somebody would like take that Christmas music and turn it into like lo-fi beats, like if like the homie Groovy Kaiju or like Net Navi did that. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Next time I watch his stream tomorrow, like Ruby Kaiju is gonna be streaming tomorrow on his Oceanfront Online channel. I gotta tell him like, dude, you should do that orchestra beat, like a Christmas music, like a Christmas beat. That'd be kind of cool. See, certain tracks in this game, it's just easy to get a high score in the drift. And if you get on these side lines here where it's striped and don't hit the wall, it's like double points if you can get the car at speed touching them and then not hitting the wall. And so sometimes you end up doing something that you wouldn't see in a real drift event. You end up like reversing and slamming the brakes so you don't hit the wall because you want to get a higher score. Because they would just go full send in a real drift event. They don't care if they destroy the car. They're going to fix it or get another shell. So they don't even care if they destroy the chassis because they're just going to take the engine and transmission and all the good parts off if they can't fix the shell. Drift cars are built to be destroyed and then put back together and then destroyed again. That's why, you know, everybody always says how nice drift cars are. Like, if your drift car is like a $30,000 build and it's beautiful and there's not a scratch on the paint, is it a drift car? Yeah, but is it actually being used as a drift car? No, it's a show car. There's a difference. I've seen some beautiful S chassis for sale. I saw a 240SX painted in midnight purple too, the Skyline color, you know, fully built. Had the RB engine, twin turbo from an R34 under the hood, 6-speed sequential transmission, beefed up rear axle, Nismo 3-way diff, all the good stuff. You know, the kooky rear end with the kooky taillights. Had like the pop-ups, but with like LED projector headlights. You know, had like Recaro seats and the Sporico seat belts and all that. Dude had like $60,000 into the build and he wanted $35,000. He actually was going to lose money selling it. And he had like the 3-piece wheels that were like gold with like polished lips. Like, honestly, it's one of the best import tuner builds I've ever seen.
Import tuners scouting their next cover looking for winners.
But he was one of those guys where he built the car, right? He built the car, and it was so beautiful and so perfect that in the ad on Marketplace, he said, I built it. I love this car. It's fun to drive, but I'm afraid to drive it. So I'm just going to sell it for $35,000, even though I'm going to lose money. I'm like, bro, you put 60 grand into this car, and you're going to sell it for 35 because you're afraid to drive it. Like, what's the point of building it if you're too afraid to drive it when you get done because it's too perfect? That's why I'm like, don't get it perfect. Like Derek, I agree with Derek from Vice Grip Garage. Don't get it perfect. Just get it running and driving. Get it safe. You know, if you want to make the car a little bit shiny, make it a tiny bit shiny, but just don't spend $20,000 on a paint job, because I've seen so many cars for sale. They got a $20,000 paint job and $3,000 wheels, but the guy that owns the car never drives it because he's just too afraid of it getting damaged. You come to a point where the car is just too nice, and then it becomes a garage queen. And then you don't make any memories in the car because you're afraid to drive the car, so you don't make any memories. It's not the car that's important. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's about the memories you make along the way. It's about the places you drive, the people you meet. You know, you could meet your significant other. Like, I told the homie I know, I was like, bro, you could meet your wife driving this car, bro. You could meet your future wife driving this car. Like, you could make some real, like, best times of your life driving this car. Like, you know, I told a homie that about one of his cars he was working on. I was like, dude, or it could sit in your garage for 30 years, never get done, and when you die, your kid will inherit it and then scrap it or sell it cheap. So it's like, enjoy the car while you're alive. Enjoy the car while you're here, because no one's guaranteed tomorrow. That car, it's been up on jack stands for 10 years. If you don't finish it, it might just, you know, 30 years later, someone's going to find it or your kid's going to inherit it and just not even care, not finish it. And when a car is up on jack stand, never finished, chances are it'll get crushed into scrap metal or just never finished or even sold to a junkyard and then stripped. So that FDRX7, that FCRX7, that Dodge Neon SRT4, that 93 Civic, that 57 Chevy, that 52 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, like that 94 240 SX or Miata. That 1994 Dodge Viper RT10. Like, if you don't finish it while you're here and get to enjoy it before you retire, you're probably never going to. And I get it, it's a money thing, but like, if you're going to get a project car and you're going to build a project car, you've got to plan ahead. Don't just get trapped in that whole Instagram likes and, like, you know, doing stuff for clout, because all these clout chasers, 90% of them never get the car done. Like, just don't be a soon build. Like Collector Car Feed says it best. Don't be a soon build. Like, don't build a car to impress other people. Build the car you actually want to drive and own. Like, you don't need $10,000 body kits. You don't need $3,000 wheels or Recaro seats or Brembo brakes unless you want that on your car. But you got to be realistic, because most people are living paycheck to paycheck, me included. And, like, you know, it's easy to say you're going to build a car on a budget. It's another thing entirely to actually stick to the budget. And then you always got to give yourself an extra 10% in cash, because you got a $30,000 budget, you're going to go $10,000 over when it's all said and done, easy. Because it's always that one thing you didn't plan on buying. Like, okay, you get the car together, you're driving the car, you just finished it. A week later, the transmission blows up. You got to buy another transmission for $7,500 and slap it in the car. And then that second transmission ends up lasting like 30 years. But, you know, that first transmission you put in the car you got from the junkyard from that guy Bob, it explodes the first 10 miles you drive the car. He said it was rebuilt. It wasn't. He said the fluid had been changed. It didn't. No one changed it. And yes, you have to change the gear oil inside a manual transmission at least once in the transmission's life before you rebuild it. Because, like, a lot of people don't understand, you can change the manual transmission gear oil. You should, like, every 100 or 200,000 miles, depending on the car. It is supposed to last the life of the transmission, but it never does. You know how many transmissions blow up because the fluid is too dirty or the oil's too dirty, and the transmission's actually not that bad? It's not excessively worn, it's just the fluid's too dirty, or the gear oil's got too much little tiny metal shavings in it, because the transmission's going to have a few metal shavings in it even if it's not dying, because the gears wear over time. But yeah, it's those little metal chunks that wear off the gears, or, you know, parts wear out, or if the gear oil gets too dirty, like, just because the transmission, it gets dirt in it, little bits of dirt in the oil, and it gets chunky in there. And even if the transmission's shifting properly and the gears aren't wearing out, the fluid gets too nasty after like 30 years, and then it's like you go to grab fifth one day on the highway and it's like, and it just starts doing that a lot. And then one day you grab fifth and it's just cling, clang, boom, and you lose fifth gear. And then when fifth gear's on the same input shaft as fourth and third, so when you lose fifth, there's a chance third and fourth gear could just slide off the shaft into the bottom of the transmission housing. And then you have to drive home in second. It depends on the transmission, though. Because I'm a car guy, you know, I just don't have the money to build anything right now because of this economy and because my bills and life. Things got hard for me in 2020, so my project car, I sold it, bought a second-hand Toyota, and that's what I've been driving. My project car ran and drove. It's just, it was vastly becoming more of a project than I thought it was going to be. At first, it was just keeping the car on the road, enjoying it, and then it was like, okay, it needs this, it needs that, it's making this noise. Because I had a Crown Victoria, but it needed a new drive shaft and a new drive shaft support bearing. And that's an annoying. It's a simple job to do, but it's, if you don't have a lift, swapping a drive shaft, especially a two-piece drive shaft with a slip yoke, it's annoying lying on your back with a 50 or 60 pound drive shaft, fendangling it up in there. And then, you know, your transmission like drops 3 quarts of ATF or 2 quarts of ATF on the ground, and you have to refill the automatic transmission. Oh, it's always the Econoline van, too. Oh, he didn't even slow me down that much. Completely unrealistic. But I like this era of Need for Speed. Because at the time in 2005, this was it. Like, Midnight Club. Was it Midnight Club 2 or 3 that came out in 05? I think it was like Midnight Club 2. Need for Speed Underground 2. I didn't know. I don't know, because I didn't have a PlayStation 2 at the time. But I remember hearing about Midnight Club. I've only played Los Angeles Midnight Club. Cole Harbor, that's a pretty cool part of the game, honestly. Wow, tier 2, Bat. Play it through, Bat. Pick where you're gonna sit. He's gonna sit on my lap, which is gonna make getting my drink hard. Because my drink's right there, and I have to move the cat to get the drink. Or maybe not. Wow, tier 2, kitty. Who is a bet? Hyundai. I think that the first generation and second generation Tiburon are like probably the only Hyundai car I even think is like, I even like. I wouldn't buy one though, because I just know that some people I know that have Hyundais, they have a great time. Other people I know, it's just, I knew a guy, he went through like 3 engines under warranty. So, no, I know it was my dad knew a guy. But, you know, I've heard stuff. Old Spice. That's the old logo, too. Remember the old logo for Old Spice? I do. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. And then Batley was just running through my open arms and then out of my open arms again while I'm trying to race. That was one lap. Dude, they're like 2-minute laps. I lost it right there, but... Can you believe this game is like... This game is 20 years old, or is it 25 years old? 2005 was 20 years ago almost. Can you believe it? Where does the time go? Where does the time go, dear viewer? You know, 1 minute you're a kid. Next minute you're a full-grown man. Then you're in your 30s. And life is just kind of... It's great. But other times it's not so great, you know? It's not all sunshine and roses, but like some people are also always doom and gloom, and I'm just trying to chill and enjoy the vibe of the past, but also be... I need to, you know, people need to realize this game is awesome and the games of the past are awesome, but not every retro game is awesome. Like, some games aren't as good as we remember, but this game, this game's different. This game is as good as I remember. It's one of the few things where everybody says how great this game is, and they're right. It is that good, even 20 years on. Like, I was reading on Reddit, there were some kids that are like 12 and 13 years old in 2025, and they got a copy of this game and they played it, and they're like, wait, what? All the cars are not DLC, they're in the game? You unlock them? There's no online play, but the game still feels fun? Like, I've told kids that are teenagers at the mall, I'm like, they're asking me, because I had a video game shirt on, they're like, dude, what games you play? I'm like, games that are older than you. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I literally play old Need for Speed and old Mario games and, like, you know, old, like the very first Splinter Cell. I remember playing the first Splinter Cell a little bit. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six on the Dreamcast, the very first one. I should get that. That game is actually really hard and really cool. It's a cheap game too, because a lot of people have no nostalgia for it whatsoever. It's like, at one point that game was $6. I should get another copy. Or like Tom Clancy's Rogue Spear on the Dreamcast. I could play that. It's a counter-terrorist game. You're like a spec ops guy trying to take down the terrorists before they blow up the thing. And you're like sneaking around in the snow in like white camouflage with like a sniper rifle. That game is cool. It's really dated though, because some of the backgrounds, like, you know, the game on a CRT, but some of the games, they were just too dark. Like the blacks were too black and the whites were too white. Like, you know, the brightness wise, like they didn't have high dynamic range, and so sometimes there'd be like 3 shades of black, but you really couldn't tell the difference. So everything would just be darkness. Chicken Run, the video game version of Chicken Run suffers from that. Like, you can see the eyes of the Rottweilers and Dobermans trying to catch you when you play as Ginger, but you can't see the body of the dogs, so it's really hard to play that game. on a modern television, unless you have the brightness dialed way up to like as high as it'll go, and then the game looks really weird. And I don't know if it would go through on stream or not. I just get down this tangent about talking about cars and retro gaming and stuff. If you got any questions, you can let me know. Like, oh, is that a Subaru or an Evo? I'm sure it'll tell me after I finish the race what I was racing against. But is the Evo even in this game? I can't remember. I think it is, actually. I think the first Evo to be sold in the States is in this game, I think. But I think it's one of the cars you get later. Because if you're smart with your money in this game, you can pivot. Like halfway through the game, you can pivot from your starter car to a different car. You just have to not put any. You have to not put any unique visual parts on your starter car, because the only way you can get to 10 out of 10 stars is if you have all the unique parts on one car. So in theory, you could do a playthrough where you basically, as soon as you unlock the special events, you don't do them at all. But I don't know if that would work, though. I don't know if when you go to stage 2, like the second part of the game, if all the special events you didn't do will just be erased, or you'll be able to do them still. I think a challenge playthrough would be cool. Somebody tried to beat this whole game with a stock car and only nitrous, and apparently it's doable, but it's really hard because you have to race almost perfectly. Here, I'll give you a beautiful view of my car. That's how I played it back in the day, not in first person at all. It's a lot harder to judge where you're actually going, though, on some of these games when you do it this way. And this is only one lap, by the way. We're not even on lap 2 yet. It's always weird when you get somebody watching and they don't even say hi in the chat. Like, they don't say a single thing. I'm not hating, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just because I'm the person that talks a lot. And like every time I'm in a stream with like a famous YouTuber, or like even if I pop into a stream with like Asmongold or something, I pop into one of his streams, I say, "How you doing, man? Have, you know, good stream?" Or, you know, I say one or two things, you know. I'll ask a question. I haven't really tuned into that many of his streams. I've seen more of Charlie Moist Critical streams. Like I was watching him play Elden Ring once for like about an hour. He was trying to do a fists only Elden Ring playthrough, and that's pretty crazy. It was like a year or two ago, I think he tried that. No, I think he was all the way when they dropped Shadow of the Erd Tree, the DLC. He tried to do that. I really like this dirt part right here in the industrial district. That's really cool because it just is so different. Because this version of Need for Speed, unlike Most Wanted had a bunch of dirt roads, and this game had barely any dirt at all. But it had a lot of shortcuts in this game. There's a lot of tight, technical shortcuts. But every single shortcut in this game, if you take it and you get it wrong, it'll actually cost you the race, or you'll be in last place if you take the shortcut. So I usually don't. Can't believe it's almost 6 o'clock. I gotta put something in the oven to eat for dinner. But I'm not hungry yet, though. I gotta pause my game and then say hi to people in the stream, put some chicken, chop up some onions, and just like... Or I could have a late dinner. I had a giant sub sandwich, so maybe I'll just make dinner at like midnight for tomorrow so I can just reheat. I don't know. Because I was going to have some chicken, but it's like big pieces of chicken, so it'd like take like 2 hours at 350, I think. I don't have any carrots or celery. I just have onions and mushrooms and like some ranch mix and some garlic. I don't know. It might be pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what recipe I should do. These days, sometimes I only eat 1 meal a day. Sometimes I only eat 2. I don't eat 3 though. I don't eat a lot, but then I end up going to the store and buying too much food and having to freeze some of it. I overbuy. But I also buy a lot of non-perishable stuff because I'm worried about the economy and everything, worried about my job. So I'll like buy like rice and dried beans and stuff, and it's good to have that kind of stuff on hand just in case, like if I were to lose electricity for a couple days, and the only thing I had was like we got a backup generator, I think, like a mobile one that runs on diesel or gas. And we could like plug in one of the chest freezers into that and keep it going. Well, my dad's got a backup generator. He's got like a portable set of these generators. I don't know if he's still got them or not. I think he does. Yamaha generators. Last time we had a big power outage, like 2 years ago, we used them to watch a movie when everything else in the house was out. We plugged the TV, the Blu-ray player, into the power strip, into the generator. And then we had the generator out front of the house, and we had an extension cord going through the window to it. And we were like, the only light on in the house was like the movie we were watching. Because it took them like 8 hours to get us power back. We couldn't even open the fridge. So I think we went to like a burger joint to get a burger. Because they still had power over there. Because this is a small town. Sometimes there's power outages that last for like hours. I've never been that guy that's like super big on, you know. Some people are always saying that they just need to have all the newest stuff, and I'm really happy just having somewhere to live and my cats and a nice bed. Even though my bed's a little lumpy, I could use a new one. Even though my pillow's a little lumpy, I could use a new one, but I'm grateful to have the pillow. I'm grateful I still have my GameCube. I'm grateful I'm able to even have this. And it still works. It's awesome. I actually just finished reshelling my GameCube. My GameCube's got a Maramusa Entertainment Fire Orange translucent shell. I waited 2 years for this shell. because there was a delay because of the tariffs and all the nonsense. And they had to go back to the drawing board because the first round of shells they tested in the prototyping stage were too brittle. And when it was cold outside or too hot, or it was too cold or hot inside your house, the shell would sometimes crack. And so they actually, before they even released them, they went back. They were doing stuff like that, like quality control testing in hot and cold, and like quality control testing fit and finish wise. So it took them 2 years to get the shells out, almost 2.5 years. But it was worth the wait because like it looks original. It's like such good quality. It looks like a Nintendo shell. And it fits that well too. But it was annoying to install it. Taking apart your GameCube, all the little screws, all the little wires, all the little mechanisms for the lid, the disc tray, and like, you know, the release and the catch. It's kind of fiddly. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can basically turn a working GameCube into a pile of parts. Because it is a fairly hardy system. Taking it apart and fixing it's pretty tough to break a GameCube, but you can still do it. I think this, I'm gonna have 3 weeks off for December. I'm gonna be streaming a lot and playing games a lot. We're gonna play the Monster Hunter update, the new one, or the winter update, because they're putting a new monster in there, like 4 new monsters, I think. I haven't played in months. I'm excited though. Also, I like the blacksmith in Monster Hunter Wild. The blacksmith, she's really hot. She really is. I didn't want to jump too high because then it gives you that trippy camera that makes it hard to figure out where you're going. The jump cam always messes me up. I might like stream for a little bit longer and then turn the stream off and then cook dinner, like get it in the oven and then stream Sonic CD. Because I got the Sonic Origins Plus collection, and I was playing Sonic CD yesterday, and I was having a lot of fun. There you are, sir, Mr. Bat. I get so many. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I have hydros on this car too. Look at how ridiculous this thing looks. Can I hop it? Come on, hop. Hop. I forgot how you hop. So where's the Burger King? It's like right in here? Huh. There's no more events in Cole Harbor, but there's like, I want to put like stupid stuff on this car, like engine neon. Something you only see when you shoot magazine covers. Let's waste money. Do I even have all the performance parts on this car? I think I do. I don't have a wide body yet. I think you can get like a wide body. Like a unique wide body.
Say goodbye to stock, cause slamming and dressing is what it's all about. Make your ride distinct by throwing on body mods.
What? Just converting your trunk to carbon fiber. Converting my rear hatch to carbon fiber. It doesn't even really look like carbon. It's like they tried to do the carbon effect. It's kind of like you can see the weave a little bit. But you got to remember, it's really primitive. Like in this game, carbon fiber is just kind of gray. Now let's go to the car specialties and put something really stupid on this car too. I wonder if I can get it to 10 stars already. Let's see if it looks like carbon, even a little bit. Okay, it's kind of got the weave.
Hey dude, I got some good news and some bad news. The sponsor wants your ride on the cover of the DVD Blacktop Bandits. Bad news is it's written in your contract. Good news is you're gonna get paid for it. Just build a 10-star car and you'll land the DVD cover and the cash.
This is like the end game of the game.
Hey, accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks and audio right here.
I'm gonna put suicide doors on this? That's crazy, bruh. Alright. I'm going to probably end the stream here and then cook some dinner, put it in the oven, and then set up the next stream, guys. Thanks for watching.